Today I want to talk about the transition season of fall. And this little section of highway is what I travel to go home. And so I thought it would be appropriate for you to be able to look at it as I talk about the spiritual journey and some things that we can learn from this transitional season of autumn or fall. My thoughts this morning were of how grateful I am that I live in sugar maple country. Not only because of its beauty in the fall, but also because of the leaves and the nutrients that they contain and how they fertilize our garden soil every year. And that too we are grateful for. They also produce in the spring that sweet sap of maple syrup that many of us are familiar with. But I was comparing this morning the sugar maple to the mighty oak and the difference. Now it is said that nature has a message for us from God, that there is much in nature that we can learn from by observing it and watching it and seeing how it imprints the spiritual journey on our minds. And yesterday when I was traveling this route, it was warm, it was calm, and you could see the colors. And today, oh, what a difference one day makes, is many of the leaves have fallen from the wind and the rain we had last night, and the air is very cool. It's probably 20-some degrees colder today than it was yesterday. Now, in the spiritual life, we often talk of sunshine as showing us the embracing warmth of the love of God. We speak of rain as grace, nourishing us, nourishing the earth. We speak of wind as symbolic of the Holy Spirit. And so when I see how the wind today is taking down those leaves, my thoughts turn to how the Holy Spirit calls us to let go. Those maple trees are letting go. They're letting go of all the growth that was given us over the year, right? And by letting go, those leaves nourish the earth. Now the mighty oak holds on to its nutrients. It lets go of its leaves, but their leaves do not contain the nutrients that the leaves of the sugar maple do. The mighty oak takes them back to himself, stores them up for the spring when it needs them for growth. They're very different trees, even though they are both letting go. And I can't help but wonder what that says for us. Are we a mighty oak clinging during times of transition? Or are we a sugar maple, letting go of what we have and letting the earth be nourished by it, letting others be nourished by it? Where do we stand in nature? Come spring and that moment of rebirth, when we produce sap, and both trees produce sap, will ours be sweet, like the sugar maple, and leave a sweet taste in the mouth? bitter taste in our mouth, like that of the mighty oak. And even we can relate to this, those of us who depend on wood for heat in the depths of winter. We know that the wood of the oak smells bad, and the wood of the maple smells sweet. I'm beginning to wonder if the mighty oak really is so mighty, and if the real gift, one that I am so grateful for, and the one that I would hope to emulate, is that of the sugar maple. And look at its beauty. Just look at that.